Hey, it's Mike Watson with Keller Williams here in Palmdale, and here is the Antelope Valley Real Estate Market Statistics Report for September 2022. In the month of September, we had 530 homes come on the market. That is a 22% decrease versus the previous month and almost a 31% decrease year over year. That is substantial, especially for the month of September, which is usually one of our highest months of the year. So we'll see that here shortly. The number of homes to go into escrow was 353. That's down a little over 13.5% versus the previous month and down 35.5% versus the previous year. I'm sure that has a lot to do with the interest rates spiking this year. Last year, we ended the year at 3%. So last September, we were probably around 2.8. And right now we're at about 6.8. That makes affordability a lot less achievable for most buyers. And I think that on the number of homes to come on the market, I think a lot of sellers are, afraid, thinking that now is a bad time to sell, but that's not the case. And we'll see that here in just a minute. Number of homes to sell in September was 369. That's a slight decrease versus the previous month. And almost a 30% decrease versus last year. Again, I believe that has a lot to do with interest rates, and we saw the number of homes that went into escrow was down substantially, and there's a cascading effect on that with the number of homes to close. But here's the interesting part. The average sales price is at $477,500. The highest we have ever been was $490,000. And as you can see, we were up 5% versus last month, and we're still up almost 4% year over year. That's even with the highest interest rates we have seen in a couple of decades. So for people who are looking at possibly selling and being afraid that now is a bad time, you can see that our selling prices are still very, very high. And now is a good time to sell if you are planning on making a move for you out of the area, or if you're looking to downsize or whatever it may be. The average selling prices are still very high, and it is still a great time to sell if it makes sense for you and your real estate goals. The average days on market is up to 33.2. That's 18% increase versus last month. It's almost double from last year. 33 days is very healthy. It's still on the scale for a seller's market. Anything under 120 days nationally is considered a healthy market. So 33 days, we're still way, way below that. Things are taking a little bit longer to sell than they did last year, but they're still selling very quickly. Number of months of inventory, we're at 2.5 months. That's a almost 2.5% increase versus last month, 41% increase versus last year. Again, with this, a balanced market where it doesn't favor a buyer or a seller typically is 6 months. We are below that, so we're still very heavily favoring sellers. There are more homes for sale, which is great. It's less frustration for buyers and sellers alike. But it is building, and we're still below half of what a balanced market would be. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can call, text, or email, and I will talk to you soon.